Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So I know a lot of people listening there waiting for this whole will reading and, is it going to be really interesting how it's going to go down? And I'm going to be honest, it was pretty lame. Um, you had Ava, Spencer, Laura, Martin, and Alexis there. They got statues, a necklace, I'm assuming, yeah, a necklace, some tarot cards, and a finger, which was kind of funny because it was like the middle finger or whatever. But other than that, nothing really of importance happened. Um, so it was pretty lame all in all. Um, the scene with Trina and Joss, right? They're catching up, and Trina's like she's not really. She doesn't really want to move back into the house because she still isn't fully, she still isn't fully over what Portia did, then the whole DNA test thing. So Joshlyn's like, oh, you can sit there and move in with me. But Trina's like, that's a problem because, Spencer and Dex hate each other. And at first, Josh was like, oh, well, they'll work it out, they'll get over it. And then Trina was like, well, the thing is, they got into a fight. And of course, Trina's like, yeah, well, Spencer threw the first punch. And, he wound up getting, a bloody lip. Now, Jocelyn started kind of smirking and, chuckled a little bit. And Trina was like, it seemed like you're not really that concerned. And I'm like, well, why would she be concerned for? How many times, like one, you just literally said that Spencer started the fight. And the first time that wound up happening, he didn't even bother to fight back. So when she realized, because this is literally what Josh said, she was like, oh, okay, yeah, you have a good point. But my whole thing is like the first two times that this wound up happening, that or the first two or three times or whatever, that Spencer was rude to Dex and stuff like that, she was all turned off by it. She was all like, oh, I don't know if I feel like dealing with you and your drama and everything like that. And I just don't understand how is she in a place where she's okay with that. Like I don't get that. Because she's like, well, they're gonna sit there and keep, he's gonna sit there and keep going at Dex or whatever. I'm like, I don't understand how she got to a point where she's just that complacent about it. Now I wasn't really too sure what Nina was trying to accomplish when she was telling Olivia about the deal that the SEC or the Justice Department would sit there and give Carly if she turned in Sunny. But Olivia took that information right to Robert and Diane, who was already sitting there trying to pump Robert for information. She walks over there. She's like, "So, is it true? About the whole deal. That the Justice Department will sit there and give Carly for turning in Sunny." And I'm sitting there thinking in my head, one, he may not even know about that. Yeah, he has contacts in DC and stuff like that, but he may not actually know about that whole case. And even if he does, he wouldn't be at liberty to sit there and tell her that. So I don't understand, like, y'all supposed to have this good friendship and stuff, and you're pretty much kind of using that to get information from him. And Diana was like, hey, well, listen, is it true or is it not true? And Robert was like, well, here's the thing. And then he just walks away, right? He walks away. Um, I still didn't understand what was the point of getting her all riled up to talk to Robert. I don't know. But Diane later does walk up to him, and she can already tell by his snarky remark that Robert is he's not happy with her, and I don't really understand. Well, I don't fully. How do I say this? They talk about Holly, right? And Holly and him are just too different. They can't make it work or whatever. But he says something that Holly was talking to with Diane, as far as, well, she said that from you, that, if y'all couldn't make it work years ago, then what's going to be any different now? So he's upset. It's like, are you upset that she approached her about that comment or whatever? Um, and so y'all not together because of what she said? Or are you upset because she tried to use your friendship to get information for Sunny? Because if it's the Sunny part, pumping, because he was like, hey, listen, next time if you want to sit there and try to get information or whatever, we'll sit there and do it, officially or whatever. But I'm like, are you upset because she tried to use your friendship as a way to get information for a client? Which I can totally understand that. Are you upset of what Diane told Holly and the reason why she left? Because if that's the case, then that's a sucker ass move. That really is. Because in reality, whether she said it or not, if she actually want to be with you, or if you really want to be with her, you would make it work regardless of what she said. So I don't. I'm I'm very torn about his reaction towards Diane, the way he just walked off. I was also kind of pissed off. Well, actually, no, I wasn't even kind of pissed off. I was also pissed off um, at the scene when Sonny came to Jocelyn and Carly and Michael and being like, hey, listen, we're here to support Willow. Can we sit there and leave our drama at the door? This is a time for her. We can sit there and get back to our little insight, our little infighting later on. And both of those two couldn't even really keep it together long enough to be in the same area as him. And I'm like, are you? I was like, are you two kidding me right now? I, it just, So eventually they leave. They come back. Sonny Smith, they're talking to Carly about the whole SEC and the Justice Department and everything. And Michael comes back on the tail end of the conversation when Carly's like, thank you, whatever. I appreciate you looking out for me or something like that. So Sonny, tells Michael that he's engaged to Willow, and Michael's like, listen, I don't really care about that. As long as our deal holds, as what we talked about before, which you not pressuring Willow or her not pressuring Willow, then what you do during your own time is your business. And Sonny was like, yeah, okay. And he walked away. And eventually, Carly does tell Michael that he's like, hey, listen, the Justice Department, which I have to tell you the truth, I don't even know if that's actually true. Like, when did the Justice Department actually contacted Carly? I like where did it, like just I don't remember the Justice Department contacting Carly or Snitcher saying, hey, listen, if you get the goods on Sonny, we'll make this little SEC thing just go away. But she does sit there and tell Michael about the deal that I don't remember was ever on the table. And that's when Michael's like, interesting. And of course, Jocelyn overhears it. And, both of them sit there just kind of telling Carly, like, yo, listen, you've been protecting, Sonny for years. Like, this is your time now, you got to do what you got to do. Now, this is where the whole recording thing comes in, and just my theory about it. So Michael told Willow that he wouldn't sit and use the recording, because Willow was like, "Don't do that. Don't break up the family with it. Don't divide the family." Now Michael may not use it, but Jocelyn, on the other hand, yeah, I can totally see her using it. I can totally see that disloyal bleepity bleep bleep using it. I really didn't care about the scene with Drew and Sam. I really didn't. The only thing that was somewhat important was that Drew was not talking to Sam about getting dirt on Ned, so this way he can get those charges dropped. Which again, I'm like, is somewhat kind of stupid, but whatever. And Sam was like, "Yo, listen, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't care." I got no problem sitting there finding dirt on that. But you was like, nah, I can't have you do that. We need one parent here just in case things really go down, you get caught or whatever. I can't have you do that. That was it. Other than that, it was just entirely pointless. Um, Now, Hat Daddy and Portia are talking about Curtis and Trina and everything. And Curtis does come back, and it's just awkward. It's just there's a lot of tension, and Hat Daddy's Smithy trying to do his best, talking about his gumbo and gumbo this, and eventually Stella comes in there because they're sitting there thinking that it's Trina. Stella comes in. Stella walked in there like, I'm feeling a lot of heat on me. Should I just like go? Cause let y'all do whatever y'all was gonna do. And Hat Daddies were like, no, you can stay. The more the merrier, or something like that. And, she tries to apologize for, not saying anything. But, Curtis is like, no, listen, it is what it is. Whatever. We're family, so it's fine. So all just hanging out in this very tense, awkward situation. And eventually Trina does get, I guess, a text from the lab, calls up Curtis, and let him know, hey, listen, the DNA test is here. But here's the monkey wrench in it though. We'll never know, and we'll never truly know if the DNA is actually accurate or not because of Miss Wu. You know, even if Miss Wu actually listened, the simple fact that she was like, I can sit there and set it up whatever way you want. We don't know if she sat there and acted on his behalf, or maybe she just wants to sit there and F with him because, let's be honest, Curtis has been sitting there giving this woman a lot of lip and a lot of attitude. Not like like she's not somebody in the mob that could sit there and just break his legs at any point in time, or go after one of his family members. Which is something else that I'm very curious about because this whole time Curtis has been on this high horse about lies and deceit and things of that nature, which is important, but at the same time, how would Portia feel knowing that you are working with a quote unquote alleged mobster? Not Sunny, but Miss Wu. How do you think she's gonna sit there and feel about that? You got her daughter living in that place, she's living in that place, they come to your club all the time. I mean, come on. You don't think that she's gonna be a little upset, a little justifiably upset about that? But I don't know if they're actually gonna factor that in. I really don't. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. As always, if I did miss anything, we're gonna be sitting there talking about it tonight. The live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna be getting into all the souls, B&B, YNR, Days, GH, and okay, yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.